Good morning. Scores of St. Lucians gathered at the Castries waterfront on Tuesday morning for Emancipation Day celebrations. The observance marks the actual day in 1834 that the Slavery Abolition Act of 1833 came into effect across the British Empire. Addressing the crowd, Castries Central MP Richard Frederick encouraged them to use the day as one to pause, reflect and celebrate those who paved the way to freedom and liberation for so many enslaved people.
Marcus Garvey coined the phrase, which was later made popular by Bob Marley, the legendary reggae singer: a people without knowledge of its past is like a tree without roots. Admittedly, history has not been too kind to us. Our ancestors were traded for a piece of cloth taken from Africa to cross the Atlantic in spaces smaller than the average contemporary coffin size. They were treated as cargo. They were considered goods and property of other human beings who were fortunate enough to have less melanin in their skin. Thrown overboard during this inordinate journey from Africa to the Caribbean, if a given piece of cargo was considered spoiled goods, it was thrown overboard.
Minister for Culture Dr. Ernest Hilaire repeated Prime Minister Philip Pierre's sentiments on the celebration, underscoring the need to give it more prominence and recognition. With that in mind, over a month of activities have been planned to celebrate emancipation, ranging from cultural performances to lectures. Meanwhile, the Anglican Church hosted a breadfruit and bread nut festival as part of Emancipation Day activities on Tuesday. According to organizers, the aim is to underscore the several uses of the breadfruit and bread nut and hopefully convince St. Lucians to consume more local produce and to reduce the island's food import bill.
So what we saw when we look at the whole question of the food importation bill and the wastage that is taking place with a lot of our crops and so on, we realized we needed to sensitize persons, our country, to the various ways that the breadfruit and other crops could be used rather than the traditional or the usual way that persons think. So for example, the breadfruit, you notice that persons think of just cooking the breadfruit and putting a piece of fish or saltfish or bags or whatever it is on it. And then a lot of the times we see a lot of the breadfruit is just going to waste. And we know for a fact that a lot of it that we consider wastage could be used to produce a lot of byproducts.
The event took the form of an exhibition with cooking demonstrations and a display of a range of byproducts from cottage-type industries, including wines and liqueurs. The Ministry of Health and Wellness has launched a calendar of activities leading up to the observance of Caribbean Wellness Day in September. Caribbean Wellness Day is held annually in all CARICOM countries on the second Saturday of September. This event is geared towards increasing awareness and promoting activities to address non-communicable diseases, including mental health. The theme for Caribbean Wellness Day this year is Power Through Collective Action, which spans the period 2020 to 2024.
In keeping with this theme, the Ministry of Health, Wellness and Elderly Affairs will collaborate with partners throughout the month of August and early September to undertake several precursor activities building up to Caribbean Wellness Day, which will be observed on September 9th, 2023. Please take note of this important date. These precursor activities will complement many of the initiatives undertaken by the Ministry of Health to improve the health and well-being of the nation in accordance with its mandate to improve health for all.
Persons are encouraged to take advantage of the many health screening programs that are being conducted at health facilities and through community and workplace outreach activities. In other news, weeks after the curtains came down on Carnival celebrations, the St. Lucia Christian Council continues to decry the indecency that the festival has become associated with.
Carnival is one of our cultural expressions, and as Christians, we know that festivities are good. In fact, they are ordained by God if you look at it in the Bible. But it's the excessives that we need to deal with. And this is the Council's contribution to dealing with this particular excessive behavior, which seems to be taking us on a slippery slope further and further into a quagmire of licentious living.
At a press conference on Monday, council members expressed concern about the decline of the cultural festival in particular and the moral downturn of the nation in general. Those are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
In our first feature, sometime last week, we revisited the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College because we wanted to catch up with the math program, the math initiative that was undertaken by Dr. Delia Samuel. And it was in motion, and we caught up with Delia and a few of the instructors who are all part of the program. I don't know if you remember, we're here at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College. The last time we were here, we spoke to this awesome woman here. She is Delia Samuel. Yes. I remember, of course, and she is into mathematics, and she had rolled out one grand plan that she was about to undertake. Well, guess what? We are back to follow up because it has unfolded. Students are here, teachers are here, instructors are here. I would say it's a success. How do you feel, Delia?
It is a resounding success. So in the North Camp, we have 122 students. And they're also in the South, as I told you, 78 down there. We have teachers. We did not get as many teachers as we wanted, but they are here. Those who came, they are here, and we are doing wonders with them. And the instructors, well, we have the cream of the crop. They are fantastic. And it is just wonderful. All the sponsors came on board. We have everything that we need to give the students what they need. It's fully sponsored, so transportation and food, but most important, the students are getting fed academically and they are succeeding. Wow. They are telling me, I understand for the first time, Dr. Samuel. Now I understand this. Wow. So this in itself, I'm getting goosebumps just saying that. This in itself is success.
Right,
absolutely.
Now listen, we're ready to roll on. I have a student instructor here and also a teacher instructor because we are training teachers as well, like you said. Exactly. I want to go on over and have a chat with them. Hi, Miss, how are you?
I am awesome.
What's your name, by the way?
Vanji Charles.
Vanji, you are a student instructor.
Student instructor,
and
yes.
You answered that call.
Definitely.
You are a teacher by nature.
Yes, I'm a teacher at the Patricia D. James Secondary, and I teach math.
And you understand the challenges that was happening in that
definitely,
department.
very much so.
So you welcome this initiative, I would imagine.
Oh yes, from the time I got the call, I did not hesitate. I said yes right away.
Right, what has it been like with the students that is in your care for now?
It's been refreshing. It's been fun. It's new students I met on Monday, and I feel like they're my children already. Yes, the love is real, the love for mathematics. The challenges, we've encountered them, so we're trying to work with them to help them at the end of those 2 weeks that they could leave here with a fresh mindset, a positive mindset towards math, yes, and go back to their schools and just carry on with that positive mindset.
Right, so that is your hope and your hope and aim.
My hope and aim,
one.
yes.
Well, thank you for answering the call. I on behalf of them, I don't know,
yes.
I'm just saying, I wish I could, next year you can open it up maybe for people like myself.
Elementary
possibly
schools next year, as well as secondary schools.
Or maybe just human, just us human, that might need a little bit of that. We also have a teacher instructor because we do have teacher, and you are here in that department. You are one of the persons who are instructed and teaching some of the teachers who are going to be going back to impart other students in the math department. Tell me about you answering that call.
Well, my name is Neetha Morissette Phillip. I'm actually a lecturer at the Division of Teacher Education, but I'm actually a doctoral student these days. I'm in Barbados. And I've been doing this for over 16 years. And normally, for the secondary school teacher students that I normally get a small class, like about 5 every year. So when this camp happened and I saw the numbers, I was so elated because I was like, okay, many more lives, many more teachers to touch and to help change what's happening in secondary school. I think in St. Lucia, the secondary school is neglected a little bit. They're neglected a bit. And so this camp was a wonderful opportunity to at least touch some teachers, and maybe then we can see that rippling effect so that we can see better mathematics instruction. We have about 14 teachers. We have a group of trained, untrained, and what we've been doing a lot of understanding of the content, the big ideas, and how to teach those big ideas. This week we had like a STEM activity where they were experimenting and looking at functions and relation and how that relates to real life. And we wanted as much as possible for the teachers to get the understanding of making mathematics relevant, so that they can put that excitement and it can come from them to the students. So we're having fun.
We've seen, no, honestly, we've seen memes in the past. It's funny that you should say that, because we've seen memes in the past that said, up to now, I do all of that in school, and up to now, here I am in real life, and I don't understand how squared is equal to so and so. So it's funny that you should mention mathematics being translated into real life settings. That's great.
That's what we've been doing, and hopefully one of our teachers can actually share with you what is it that he's learning and how much he will use that to go into his classroom.
Wonderful. The hope for this for next year. Let's go there.
Next year, we want to continue. So continue working with the Form 4 students, but we want to bring it down to the elementary schools, because a lot is happening there. You know, that is where the foundation of mathematics, that is where the love of mathematics is born. Okay, so we want to touch those students, touch the teachers there, and show them what good mathematics is, how you can excel in mathematics, how you can enjoy what is supposed to be a challenging subject but really isn't, if you have the right attitude towards it. So that's what we want to do next year.
Wonderful. Well, that's great stuff. And of course, we're looking forward to next year as well with you back on board.
Yes.
And more sponsors, indeed.
I hope so.
They answered the call this time. I'm sure they will next time around.
Thank you so much to the sponsors. I am just so blessed. And the good news, by the way, remember I told you the Good News project, that's a major sponsor. They actually came down with me, you know. Yes, yeah, they are here. They're right here on campus. Yes, and they are right on board, and they are so excited about this venture. So I'm thankful to the many sponsors who are on board, and some of them said they will be on board next year. So I'll be knocking at your door.
Wonderful. That is great stuff. Our second feature, we're still on the Mon as part of the Math Initiative, and we caught up with the views from a student and also a teacher trainee at the Sir Arthur Lewis Community College, and we caught up with two of the students who are being trained in the math camp that is put on at this moment. We've got Devin Dekai is a student, and of course we have a teacher student who has been trained in that department as well. I'm going to come on over to Devin first. Devin, what does that mean for you? How are you enjoying this camp first off, and you know, how do you believe this is enhancing or will enhance you?
I find that it's a great experience, different environment, different teachers teaching us. So yeah.
Before that, what was your approach to math? Before this, what was your approach to math?
It was a bit difficult, yeah, but different teachers teaching us now, so I could understand it much better than how I
you
used
see
to.
Some simple little things that, okay, if I never look at it so, you understand?
Yeah, for sure.
Right, and that augurs well for you, because I don't know if you are aware of it, but lately we heard a lot of talk about, you know, math being, we heard the cries, you know, people were commenting and lamenting how it is that mathematics, which was supposed to be a major subject, you know, is what we grew up and we say, well, you must have math and English at least.
For
you
sure.
know, and then we started to hear the conversation concerning the approach to math and the drop in our success rate where math is concerned.
True.
So are you hopeful that coming out of this camp that you're going to be able to bring something back more fruitful to your math studies?
Yeah, for sure, because you know they're teaching us different syllabuses and different teachers teaching us different steps in math. So for sure, when I go back to school, I'm more than ready.
You're more like that.
Yeah.
What is your other students who are along the course with you? How are they feeling about it? Have you spoken to them?
Yeah, they like the experience. The teachers breaking it down in different steps. So, you know, everybody understanding to the full ability. They're not pressuring nobody, you know, for them to feel uncomfortable.
Do you now see it as that it could be a fun subject?
Yeah, for sure. Math is a fun subject because, you know, I like money and things. So.
He likes money. All right, that's good stuff. What form are you in?
Form 4.
You're a Form 4 student. So that definitely could all go well by the time you get to CXC.
Yeah.
You'll be more than prepared.
For sure.
Well, congratulations to you, brother. And we wish you the very best moving forward with your math camp and your math in the future, and your money.
Yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
man.
Thank you.
Secure the bag, you know. And you're, of course, what's your name?
Yes, my name is Rowan Bennett, and I teach at the Entry Post Secondary School. I roughly have about 7 years of teaching experience.
Right. Now
Yes.
let me break it down. You were part of the system, and you understand what we were dealing with, because
Yes.
we were dealing with something where math is concerned.
Definitely,
Yeah.
because
So
I
talk to me.
myself was a struggling math student as well. I didn't have the best experiences with math. However, through grit and determination and, just trying to understand the concept, instead of just giving up, go to my teachers, become a teacher's pet, and, just trying to understand the concepts, how in a similar manner in which my teachers would execute it, and just try to familiarize myself with the concepts instead of just,
Right. And you later on came to become a math teacher. So
Yes,
that's what you
yes.
teach. That's one of the subjects
Yes,
you
that's
teach,
what
right?
I teach, yes.
Right.
So I teach math on a Form 1, 2, and 3 level.
Right.
Yes.
How is this, since the start of this? You're here now. You're one of the trainees as part of this program. How has this been impacting you?
Well, the experience has been a very good one. In fact, I wasn't there yesterday. However, my experience has been a good one. So, for example, we address many different problem areas that students undergo and that teachers also face as well. So we have problem areas like matrices, functions and relations, and also algebra, which is very tough for the students. So when the students say algebra, they have a mental block towards it. So I was just very happy and grateful to know or to learn different learning strategies to make it student-based or based on their experiences, so that they can actually be inspired, to learn it based on their experiences. So we actually focus on student-centered learning instead of how can the class be easier for me, right? Instead we focus on how can the class be easier for our students. How can they relate to the topic, all right? So I'm just very happy and grateful that I have more of the tools that I need to better facilitate and to better help my students next term.
Right, and this is just not skills that will now be just for math. I'm as a teacher, an educator, being able to understand how it is that you impart knowledge to students could be a across the board thing, isn't it?
Definitely.
Wow. Okay, so at the end of this, because this lasts, how long again you'll have here as part of the camp?
Well, for me, this is my final day as a teacher.
Okay.
Yes,
right.
students.
Students are got a bit longer.
Yeah, you have 1 more week.
You have 1 more
1 more week, yeah.
Right. So what do you hope? What is your hope at the end of this all? And do you intend? You would like to see this again next year?
Of course, definitely. I think that it's a big help to untrained teachers and trained teachers alike. Because I feel like a lot of things, even if we may feel that we're very experienced, in a particular field or subject, we still need to be open to learning, and be humble and know that there is so much more to learn in the field of mathematics, and there's so many techniques that have not been even practiced yet that would help our students to better understand math, to remove the block that they have, that mental stigma, that negative stigma that students associate math with.
So far we heard that 14 teachers answered the call to be here, to be trained.
Yes.
What is your thought on the numbers, and what is your hope for future numbers?
Well, I hope that these numbers definitely increase next year. I know, we as teachers, we love our vacation, and we have places to go, and we want new experiences because, that's our time away from work. But I feel like it is a very good initiative with the camps, though not all may be willing to go. But it's a learning experience for me, and I feel better now that I have tools better equipped to help me to reach my students better.
Very well.
So I feel that it should be continued.
Absolutely. But
Definitely.
Thank you very much for answering that call. And it only augurs well for our kids going forward. So thank you for answering that call and giving up a little of your vacation time.
Yes, no problem.
Wonderful. And Mr. Devon here, what else you want to leave with us? What if you want to impact anything with any other students, who is probably struggling with math or have a different approach to math, like they felt like how you felt before the camp. This math thing, not me. You understand?
Yeah,
What do you want to say to them?
Math is not really hard, Once you take your time to understand it, it becomes very easy.
Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
Wonderful. Well, thank you guys so very much. Enjoy the rest of the camp, and thank you for talking with us.
Yes, thank you.
morning, DBS family, and welcome to another episode of DBS's Lookbook. I am Vanessa Henry Long, your certified image consultant, personal stylist, and makeup artist from Lovely Makeup Artistry and Image Consultancy. This morning, I have a treat for you, something a bit different. As you can see, I have pulled out some of my, maybe not go-to favorites, but some of the outfits within my closet, so I can help you create a curated closet, or what I call organize a closet that works for you. Now, let's get things straight off the bat. There's a difference between tidying up your closet and organizing your closet. Let me explain this. Tidying up your closet might just be, dusting out some cobwebs, cleaning up the space, putting your clothes together and just hanging them on a rack. All of this well and good. However, organizing your closet now, this is where you may find a little bit more of that eye for detail, or that little meticulous side of you would come out when it comes to organizing your closet. It really helps you to put things or compartmentalize things into areas to make it very easy for you to find, mix and match the pieces within your closet, and make it interesting when it comes to finding your clothing, which is one of the challenges I think many of us have when it comes to finding clothes within our closet to wear, whether it be for work, whether it be for out, or wherever you're going. So let's see how you can organize your closet today. So, first things first. When it comes to organizing your closet, you need to toss out everything. Now, if you have a lot of clothes, I'm sorry for you, that might take a day or two. But toss out everything in your closet. Take out all those clothes, the hangers. If you have drawers, remove your drawers. But for now, we are just going to focus on the closet side space, not the drawers. We're not looking at the drawers for now. We're going to look at your hanging clothes. This is what we're going to look at. I'm going to come to the drawers and the folding in another episode. We're taking it bit by bit to help you create a closet that works for you, that works for your lifestyle, that works for your personality style, and that also works for your body type. You heard these three things: lifestyle, personality type or personality style, and as well your body type. So when you think of organizing your closet, these are the three things that need to come to the forefront. Again, let's take it in steps. So one of the key things is removing all your clothes, tossing them on the bed, or if you can, putting them in an area that is easy to find. Then now, you would need to be able to identify what I call your keepers. These are the items that basically that you will be wearing. You would find that within your wardrobe, there may be a lot of outfits, if again you haven't done a wardrobe purge, that you don't use. So guess what? Only place your keepers in your wardrobe, because this now would help you dress appropriately for your lifestyle as well as your body type. Now, if you have any outfits that have holes that need to go to the seamstress, do not, I repeat, do not hang it in your closet. It needs to be placed aside in a basket or in a nylon bag so you can bring it to the seamstress or your tailor so it can be mended. Now, if there are some pieces that you realize you will never use, please, I beg of you, do not hang on to the clothes. Give it away to a friend. Or, there's the new thing now, flea markets. You can make some money out of it. So you bring it to the flea market so you can make $1 or $2. Now, let's go into the closet. I placed this small little area here, not a big closet. We'll be looking at a little step to make it easy for you. If you notice, one of the key things in organizing your closet, organizing by color. When you do this, it can easily help you understand which color I'm going to today. So for instance, I feel to be in a little black mood today, wearing a corporate color, feel a little strong. So you head straight to your black area. When you do that, it will help you be able to dress very simple. Now, it's not just about color, black, red. If you notice, I put my little prints because I love my prints in an area and a bit of the color. That's one tip. But one of the other things too is to organize by clothes type. So for instance, now I mainly wear dresses, but if I were into skirts and pants and all of that, organize them by color, but then you section them now by the type of the clothing. So I have dresses, then you would see if I had pants in black, I would put the pants here. So you organize by the color and by the clothes type. Now, if you notice something very seamless about my little closet space is that every single hanger is facing the same direction. Now, don't tell me it have anything to do with a little OCD, but it's important. As you look at your closet, it represents that richness in you. So it has to be meticulously placed in the same direction. Hello, it's not just about that. The hangers need to be the same. So for those of you who would have different color hangers, now it's time to invest in some good hangers. Let me tell you, there are some easy ones, slim fit like those I have there, velvety, makes it very easy for you to put, whether it be your dresses. Also, if you want to put a suit, pants and jacket in there, you can do that as well. But like I say, pick the right hangers. Same color. It helps your wardrobe to stand out and be coordinated. Now there are, let me move on, by color, by style. Of course, if you have a pants, suit and top, you would put it together, so it makes it very easy for you to find your suits. Now, there are different types of hangers, and that is important. When you are shopping for clothes, feel free to shop for hangers as well. There are hangers where you can wear your pants, you stack them up nicely, so it helps you identify where to go within your closet. So for instance, I have all my dresses, all my suits, and then I can put all my pants on the hangers for pants and all my skirts. So you nicely place them, you fold them, and if you are one to iron or to steam your clothing, when you hang them nicely on a hanger, they would stay really well. You also have hangers like these, which you can stack in various ways for your accessories. You can choose to put them down to create more space in the closet, or choose to create what I call an area where you can nicely stack them up and place it. For example, if you have all white tees, various types with various sleeve lengths, you can put them nicely in there, so you're able to see your closet in a very, not food, but in a very palatable way. Because let me tell you, when it comes to you dressing and making dressing interesting, one of the easiest ways is to create an organized closet that speaks to your lifestyle, the favorite colors that you have, and of course your body type. I hope you did enjoy this episode on the Lookbook. See you next time, where we'll be seeing how to fold clothes. Bye.
And that is our show for today. I really do hope you enjoyed our features, and we look forward to being back here again tomorrow in your company on DBS This Morning.
Definitely a cutter, and definitely 6 from JC.
The DBS Morning News has been brought to you by Republic Bank Caribbean Premier League T20. See cricket played louder at CPL.